how to use on the cuff, or is it off the cuff, to supersize and grow your business. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, and our idiom today is on the cuff. Now, I grew up with the idiom off the cuff. Maybe it's because I was exposed to comedy as I was growing up, but when we think of improvisation or impromptu speeches or discussions or talks or impassioned speaking just randomly without really thinking about it, that's called off the cuff. When we do something just automatically, it's off the cuff. On the cuff, on the other hand, comes from the days when bartenders and merchants used to have removable cuffs. This is my fancy removable cuff. And on that, when somebody wanted to buy something on credit, or what we call running a tab these days, or in my lifetime, they would actually write on their removable cuffs and keep track of, in whatever way, shape, or form, or shorthand that they used, of what people owed, so that they could settle up at the end of the night, just like we do with a tab. I remember when we were younger, we'd go out at night to the bars, oh my goodness, and we would run a tab. Places that were familiar with us would always let us run a tab. Nowadays, I believe you can just, leave a credit card and anybody can run a tab. And then you get your credit card back when you settle up at the end of the night. But back then, they didn't have a way to do that. They didn't have credit cards. Remember, credit cards have not been around forever. So they would run a tally on their sleeve and keep track of, on their cuff, literally on their cuff, how much people owed. So the meaning of on the cuff, or the term on the cuff, and maybe it's more in the financial industries or circles that I'm not really particularly personally familiar with, they say on the cuff whenever you extend someone credit. So how can you use on the cuff in your business to grow and supersize your business, to better serve your customers, to make their experience better? Number one, you can use creative ways to help people afford your products and services. A lot of products and services have already done this and have figured this out. How many people go out and buy cash for a car? Very small percentage. But how many people have cars and drive cars? Pretty much everyone, almost. Not everyone, of course, but a lot of people, millions and millions of people have cars. Not because they went out and paid cash for it, but because they're buying it on terms. So offering different terms or finding different ways for your people to actually pay and afford for your products and services is a way of using on the cuff to help grow and supersize and build your business. Also, another way to use on the cuff is remember that people buy for value. So when we're determining and thinking about what things should cost and what prices are, it's the value of the products and the services and the problems that we solve for people that determines what people are willing to pay for our products and services. So you want to make sure that even if we're extending them terms on the cuff, that they're getting an incredible value for what they're receiving, incredible value for what they're paying, and no matter what the terms are. So it's all about the customer's perception. Remember, everything is really about our customer's perception. If we treat them right, they will continue to come back to our business time and time again, and we get to experience the amazing lifetime value of a customer. If we treat them not particularly well, guess what? Someone else will treat them well. So we want to be on the cuff in terms of how we offer value to people and how we allow them to exchange what they're offering in return for the value that we're giving them and presenting to them. We also want to be quick and creative and flexible with our customers and with our customers' experience. So that's kind of off the cuff to me. We want to allow and empower the people that work in our organization to treat people the way they would want to be treated, to make sure that we're interacting. And I guess I'm thinking about from a customer service standpoint, whenever somebody has a challenge or a problem or a difficulty with our products or services, how are we dealing with that? Are we dealing with that in a way that is positive and win-win for both sides? Or are we following rules and regulations and strict guidelines? This is the way we do it. I don't know about you, but whenever I have a challenge with a business and the first thing that comes out of the customer service person's mouth is, this is the rule, this is the way we do it, I just want to scream. I never do, but I really want to scream, because that is so not the right way to present what it is that you're presenting to the customer. Maybe that is the way they have to do it by law or something. Well, then tell me that. Say, hey, by law, we can only do this. We're required to do this. And usually it's in the customer's best interest, not in the company's. And so we should remember that it's all about treating people the way we want to be treated. And if we wouldn't want to be treated that way, if we wouldn't want to be treated like we don't matter and we're just a number and a commodity for a company, then maybe we shouldn't treat our people that way. But if that is how we like to be treated and how we want to set our company up, that's perfectly okay too. It's all about figuring out what's right for you and your business as you grow and build the business you want. And that's why these idioms are fun, because they just give us a different way of looking at things, a different perspective on how we and other people might be able to see different situations. That's our idiom for today. I would love to know if you've had experience with off the cuff and or on the cuff. Because like I said, I've been on the cuff a lot in my lifetime, but I never heard it referred to as on the cuff. Hey, you owe me. Give me an IOU. You owe me. That's credit. Pay me back as soon as you can, whatever, however the words are, or big long contracts that detail out the arrangement. But on the cuff, haven't really experienced that one. Not literally hearing that phraseology, but off the cuff, definitely been accused of being off the cuff on many an occasion. That's it. Have an amazing day. I will be with you tomorrow with another interesting idiom. What does it mean? Where does it come from? And how might you use it to grow and build and create the business you want right now?